And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Wait.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Go ahead.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
11. Here we go. Hurry up.
Play action. Garoppolo. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Hey, gun. 12. 180. Hey, go. 11.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
That's caught by Meredith right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Going for the deep ball. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Lance Kendricks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. But it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset,
Yep.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills. That'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, gun. Here we go. 180! Hey, go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult.
11.
Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo again. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd and 5.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
12, fellas, here we go. 6. 21. 11. 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll go option to the short side. A pitch back. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On first down, they go option to the right. Broken tackle. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the give, it's Perkins. Look at that, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Paul Perkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story. it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Here's Bell. So on the big tight end, Holden.
Each and every year, we're talking about very few. A lot in college, so it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11, 11. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. 13. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
1, Omaha. 12, 11, 13. Here we go. Like 20.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Over.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baldwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go ahead. 6, 6.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
20, 80. 11. Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. We have, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes the Texans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Go ahead.
On first down, Garoppolo. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And Stills bringing it in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
By 20! By 20! Flag! Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th.
21. Go ahead.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves. The offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
11. Hey, go. Motion.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
13. Go ahead.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
12. 1, Omaha. 12. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Spins away. Back now in Houston as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by Meredith right side. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. You have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, another one. Touchdown, Titans. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this second half. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for two. From the gun, Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Garoppolo over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Black 80! Black 80!
On play action, now Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go, hurry up! Hurry up!
Garoppolo again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll pitch it back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gone! Leopard!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. He leaps over him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll start by running the option to the right. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
12, fellas, here we go. Here we go. 11. Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Quan Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Forced out to his left. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. A handoff to Perkins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, going deep here for 10. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. A road win in the National Football League.